For centuries we thought we had the pyramids figured out. Giant tombs in the desert were built by slaves and filled with treasure. But what archaeologists actually discovered inside these ancient monuments? It shocked even the most experienced historians. Some were completely empty. Others were sealed shut but never even finished. And some held clues that suggest they were never meant to be tombs at all. This is the story the history books left out. The truth about what's really inside the pyramids, how they were built, and why almost everything we thought we knew might be completely wrong. Let's start at the beginning. The most famous pyramid is, of course, the Great Pyramid of Giza. It's the last surviving wonder of the ancient world. Towering over the Egyptian desert with over 2 million stone blocks, it was once covered in smooth white limestone that made it shine like a diamond under the sun. But despite its fame, it's not the oldest. That honor goes to the Step Pyramid of Giza, built over 4,700 years ago. Unlike the Great Pyramid, it looks more like a giant staircase than a sleek structure. And it marked the very first time humans experimented with building in stone on a massive scale. The man behind it? Imhotep, not a pharaoh but a commoner. An architect, priest and physician so brilliant that he was eventually deified as a god. Yet outside of Egypt, hardly anyone remembers his name. Now here's where things get strange. Despite what popular media shows, no mummy has ever been discovered inside the Great Pyramid. Let that sink in. The most iconic tomb in the world doesn't contain a body. In fact, many pyramids were already empty when archaeologists got there. Looted, yes, but some were never even sealed. Some chambers were unfinished. Some pyramids, like the Bent Pyramid, show signs of rushed construction or design errors. The Red Pyramid, one of the best preserved, contains vast empty chambers with no decoration, no inscriptions, no treasure. If these were tombs, they were oddly incomplete ones. Then there's the question of who built them. For decades, the popular myth, largely thanks to Hollywood and outdated textbooks, was that slaves built the pyramids under brutal conditions. But archaeological discoveries at Giza tell a different story. Nearby workers' villages show evidence of a well-fed, organized labor force. They had bakeries, breweries, even medical care. Skeletons of the workers show healed injuries, meaning they were cared for, not discarded. And some groups even left behind graffiti, jokingly naming themselves things like the Friends of Khufu or the Drunkards of Menkaure. These weren't nameless slaves. They were respected laborers and proud of what they built. And while some still cling to theories of lost civilizations, aliens or anti-gravity tools, the truth is more impressive. The ancient Egyptians were master engineers. They used copper tools to quarry stone, wooden sledges to move blocks, and water to reduce friction. Recent experiments have shown that just 20 workers could move a multi-ton stone across sand by pouring water in front of the sled. The alignment of the Great Pyramid is so precise it points within 3/60ths of a degree to true north, something even modern buildings struggle to achieve. And they did this using the stars, specifically Thuban, which was the pole star at the time. But here's where the mystery deepens. Egypt isn't the only place with pyramids. Sudan has more pyramids than Egypt, over 200 built by the Kingdom of Kush. They're smaller but steeper and just as sacred. In Mexico, the Pyramid of the Sun has a base wider than Giza's. In Peru, Indonesia, even China, pyramid-like structures rise from the earth. In fact, China has dozens of ancient pyramids hidden in forests and farmlands. Some are so secretive, the Chinese government has planted trees over them to prevent access. In Bosnia, there's even a structure some claim is the world's largest pyramid, though archaeologists fiercely debate its authenticity. So why were pyramids built all over the world, often without contact between civilizations? It might come down to simple human instinct. A pyramid is a shape that's wide, stable, and reaches upward, toward the heavens, the gods, or eternity itself. It represents power, permanence, and sacred geometry. Whether in Egypt, Mesoamerica, or Asia, the message was the same. We were here, and we mattered. Which brings us back to the question, what were the Egyptian pyramids really for? If they weren't just tombs, what was their purpose? The leading theory among modern Egyptologists is that they were multifunctional, part tomb, part temple, part celestial observatory. They weren't just about death. They were about rebirth. In Egyptian mythology, the West, where the sun sets, was the land of the dead. Most pyramids are built on the western side of the Nile. Their internal shafts align with stars associated with the afterlife. Everything about their construction seems designed not to honor death, but to prepare for eternity. The more we learn, the more the pyramids look like machines. Not machines in the sci-fi sense, but spiritual engines. Structures designed to help the pharaoh ascend to the afterlife. Portals between the mortal world and the divine. Every block, every angle, every alignment was chosen with cosmic precision. And if you think that sounds too mystical, just remember, these people mapped the stars, embalmed bodies with chemistry we still don't fully understand, and built monuments that have lasted thousands of years without modern tools. In the end, the pyramids are not just buildings. They are time capsules. They contain not just stone chambers, but stories. And the greatest mystery, they were never lost. We just stopped listening. Now, with new tools, new satellites, and new discoveries, we're finally starting to hear what they've been saying for 4,000 years. If that made you see the pyramids in a whole new way, hit like and subscribe. There's so much more to ancient history than you were taught in school, and we're just getting started.